If you're anything like me, you're spending too much time glued to the YouTube Studio app, praying that this time things are going to be different, that this latest video is going to be the one that goes viral. With the app in your pocket, the analytics follow you everywhere. Every spare moment is spent glancing at metrics, and then the reality of another flop sets in. But what if I told you that the key to growing on YouTube didn't lie within the YouTube Studio app? And in actual fact, it might be the one thing that's holding you back. In this video, I'll explain why deleting the YouTube Studio app might be the secret to unlocking the growth in your YouTube channel. So let me paint the scene. It was a Saturday night and I'm sat in my living room frantically refreshing the YouTube Studio app, looking at the metrics on the latest video that I published, when I was meant to be enjoying some downtime with my family. Before I knew it, I'd fallen down an analytics rabbit hole. I kept staring at the CTR, the average view duration, the retention curves. Like if I stared long enough, Studio was going to tell me what the secret was to going viral. Spoiler alert, it didn't. In my head, I was thinking, why is nobody clicking on this video? My YouTube days are over. I might as well just throw in the towel. I was feeling disillusioned after putting so much effort into that video, only to arrive at the conclusion that no one was interested in the video, that the algorithm had written it off before I'd even had a chance to get started. That was when my wife said to me, "Why do you obsess over that app? It's all just numbers." And that's when it hit me. For the first time ever, my wife was right. YouTube Studio will give you the numbers to tell you if your video is doing badly, but it won't tell you why. You see, YouTube Studio might tell you what percentage of people clicked on your video, but they won't tell you why they clicked on your video, or perhaps more importantly, why they didn't click on your video. Equally, it can tell you how long viewers watch your video for. It can even tell you at what points in the video that people stopped watching. But crucially, it can't tell you why people stopped watching. The bottom line is that YouTube Studio is good at telling you what you need to improve, but not how you can improve it. No amount of numbers or metrics can solve that for you. You have to work that out for yourself. You have to work out what gets people to click and what gets people to keep watching. The truth is, your time is far better spent learning these things than being glued to an app looking for answers that it can't give you. So let's look at the fundamentals of getting people to both click on the video and to keep watching, to get you off on the right track. So let's start with retention. What is it that makes people stop watching your video? Maybe the content in the video wasn't what the viewer was expecting, which could suggest a disconnect between the video and its title and thumbnail. More on title and thumbnails in a minute. It could be the way the video was delivered. Maybe it wasn't engaging enough. Or maybe you took too long to get to the actual point. Perhaps the hook, that vital first 15 to 30 seconds of your video, didn't make it clear to the viewer that they were correct in clicking on that video. They didn't get that confirmation that what your title and thumbnail promised is going to be delivered in this video. So you've either made a video that your viewers didn't want to watch, or perhaps you made a video they did want to watch, it just hasn't been delivered well. To remedy this, we can do a couple of things. First of all, what is it our viewer actually wants to watch? What videos do they want us to make? What problems do they have that you can solve? What questions do they have that you can answer? And when it comes to delivering the video, use your hook to give the viewer assurance that the promise of your title and thumbnail is going to be delivered in this video. And keep to the point. When you edit that video, keep asking yourself when you play it back, is this adding value to the viewer, or is it just additional filler? If it's not adding value, it's probably best to ditch it. Okay, let's now talk about how you get the click. Click-through rate, or CTR, is the percentage of impressions that were converted into views. That basically just means it's the percentage of people who were presented your thumbnail and actually clicked on it. Click-through rate is largely driven by how you've packaged your video, and by that I mean the title and the thumbnail that you've given to your video. Your titles and your thumbnails are essentially your video's marketing. That's all the viewer really has to go on when deciding if they're going to click and watch your video. So what can we do to ensure that people do click on the video? Firstly, your title and your thumbnail should be working together to give clarity to the potential viewer on what the video is actually about. They should also drive enough curiosity that leaves that potential viewer feeling compelled to click on your video, which could be posing a question that they want answered or giving them the impression that you know something that they don't. Your thumbnail, it needs to stand out. It's going to be competing with lots of other thumbnails on the browse page. If it doesn't stand out, people are just going to keep browsing right past it. This can be achieved through bold text, applying the rule of thirds, using contrasting colours, and conveying an emotion that fits with the title. So my advice to you is to delete the YouTube Studio app and not focus on the metrics, but instead put your time into learning and honing your craft with these basic fundamentals, and commit yourself to making improvements on these with each video that you publish. That is what's going to ultimately get you more clicks, more watch hours, and better retention. And those are all the signals that YouTube is looking for to give it the confidence to push your video out to more and more people. And ultimately that is what's going to grow your channel, not metrics. Now, I'm not telling you to never look at YouTube Studio. My advice would be to do what I've done. I deleted the app, and now I go into YouTube Studio on my laptop, probably about 48 hours after I've published that last video. I have a look at the click-through rate, I have a look at the average view duration, so that I can get a good understanding of the percentage of people that are clicking on the video and how long they're actually watching for. I then watch that video back with a fresh pair of eyes, seeing if I can make sense of why people maybe stopped watching that video. And likewise, I'll study the title and the thumbnail. Could they have been better? Could I have followed those basic principles better to try and ensure that I got more clicks? I then make notes about what I'm going to try and improve on in the next video. Or, if a video is done particularly well, what exactly worked well, and then make sure that I lean into that again in the next video. So essentially, I'm just doubling down on what did work, and then I'm trying new things where it didn't work previously. So in conclusion, put that precious time of yours into your next videos, not staring at the YouTube Studio app for 20 minutes thinking if you stare long enough, your click-through rate is suddenly going to jump 20%. I've tried it, it doesn't work. YouTube Studio is not where the growth happens. Growth happens with each new video that you publish. Let's be real for a moment. If we're constantly looking at statistics on the YouTube Studio app that's telling us that our video is not performing well, it's just leading to frustration, and it's demotivating as well. Perhaps more damaging is the fact that it's just another distraction that this little device in our pocket is giving us. We're all probably quite guilty at times of spending too much time looking at our phones. The YouTube Studio app is just another drain on your precious resource of time. So maybe you should try deleting the YouTube Studio app from your phone as well. Spend less time dissecting the numbers and just make good videos that your viewers are going to enjoy watching. Don't get lost in the numbers. If you like this video, hit the like button and maybe check out this video where I talk about one of my previous videos that flopped and what I did next to try and fix it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.